Here's a quick look at the latest update for Pic Plane. Now, Pic Plane is an augmented reality app for iOS that lets you place these photo planes in the world and then actually capture images to them. So I can go and capture an image here, and now the plane is floating in space, and this lets you play around with perspective and really capture images in a new way. Now, this latest update adds some new features for phones that have a LiDAR sensor. The first one helps out with plane placement. So here I'm going to go and start placing a plane, and notice how when I actually start having this plane get close to something, parts of the plane that are actually going to be behind real-world objects that are in the foreground will now be rendered partially transparent. So I'm going to go in here with the fence, for example, and you can see as I'm getting closer here, parts of the plane that are going behind the fence are actually going to be partially transparent. And you can see that where the circle is kind of intersecting with the fence there, that section it's indicating to us that that is going to actually be behind the real world object there. And once I actually place the plane, you can see that sure enough, it is giving me a nice preview of what was going on there. I could just capture the image and do things like that. Now, the other new feature is foreground occlusion, and this one opens up some fun creative options. So again, I'm going to go in here, and I'm actually going to go and place the plane here. I'm going to scale it up a little bit, move it backwards, scale it up a little more, and I'm going to go and capture an image, and then let's turn that sepia. And normally, Pic Plane does not know if any real-world objects are appearing in front of the plane. So even though the plane is sort of behind the fence there, and when I place my hand in front of it, you can see that the plane is just being drawn. So that's sort of the default augmented reality behavior. If I instead go to the depth menu here and say enable foreground occlusion, it will look at objects in the foreground and make sure that the plane is properly being occluded by them. So in this case, because the fence is appearing in the foreground, it's making sure that parts of the plane that are behind the fence are not being drawn, and the same with my hand here, for example. So it just creates a sense that the plane is actually in space, and it's a much more realistic effect. Again, both of these effects do require a LiDAR sensor, but I think they open up some fun creative options. So that's a quick look at the 1.3 update. It's available in the App Store now, and it's a free app, so definitely give it a try. And let me know if you create anything fun using it. Thanks.